Welcome to the students. This is the introductory class for the subject of foundation classes, that is biology. And here for the 6th and 7th standard students, here first of all we have to know about ourselves. So what is the organs present in our body and what is the function of those. So as a part of that we are introducing here the human physiology. That means what is there, what are the organs present in our human body and how they will work and what is the function of each and every organ in our body. So we have to know about ourselves first. So here to survive or to live for any animal, what they need? They need food, air, shelter. For human beings now we need clothes also. But as a living organism, what they will need? They need air, food, shelter. Anyone knows this one. But as a science students, we have to know that what is the functions of how we can take the food. And after taking the food, what is the destiny of that? That means where it will go, how it will digest, and how it will give energy to our body. So each and everything we have to know. That means as a part of this, we are introducing here the chapter digestion and absorption. That means digestion here. That means the breakdown of the complex food materials into simple substances. That means we are taking, for example, we are taking a biryani or any item, whatever you like. That means here we are taking the food and how it is giving energy. That means here if you are taking this much fruit and how it is giving energy. That means this complex substance, that big substances is breaking down into small substances and those substances are digested and they will liberate the energy. So how it is digested? So that means we will see as a part of this chapter the process of digestion. The process of digestion. So how the digestion process takes place. And before that, first of all, we are taking the food in our mouth. So what happens in the mouth? And what are the organs in our mouth which helps for the digestion? That means we are taking the food and we are chewing the food with our teeth. And that is mixes with the saliva. And the food and saliva is mixed by the tongue and we are swallowing that. So after swallowing, up to here only we know. So after swallowing, whatever it is happening, we can't know because everything is inside. Pharynx, esophagus, everything is inside. Up to here only we can have the sense of taste, whatever the food we are having. Up to here only. After passing here, from here we cannot know whatever is happening in our body. So those things are given by so many scientists and we will discuss those things. So the process of digestion. First of all, the process of passage of food. Process of passage of food. So from mouth where it will go. And in mouth what it will happen. What are the organs present here and what they are helpful, how they are helpful, and after passing from the mouth where it will go and how the digestion takes place. So after once the digestion takes place, the minute or the micro particles will enter into the tissues and they will give energy. That process is known as absorption. That process is known as absorption. So how the process of absorption takes place? Every details we will discuss in this chapter. For example, in our mouth we have different teeth. We have 4 types of teeth. Incisors. We have 4 types of teeth. Those are incisors, canines, premolars, molars. So how many are there? What is the function of each and every teeth? Those details we will see. And we have tongue. So what is the function of the tongue, and how we can sense the taste with the help of the tongue? What are the taste buds, and which taste we can recognize at which place in our tongue? All those details. And what are the how the passage of food takes place from this is the mouth or buccal cavity, and from that it will enter into the pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and finally there from there anus, and undigested material or the waste material will come outside. So in each and every region, for example in the stomach region, what will happen? In small intestine, what will happen? In large intestine, what are the different regions again? We will discuss here. And how the absorption of different food materials happens in different regions. And how the materials are digested. The materials are mainly digested by a complex proteins. Those are known as enzymes. Those are known as enzymes. So, which enzyme digest which type of food material, and how they will break down, or how they will digest it, how they will convert the food materials. Every detail we will see here. For example, if you are taking the sucrose, that means sucrose is easily available from the sugarcane. If you are eating that sucrase is an enzyme. It is also known as invertase. Is an enzyme that will digest the sucrose into glucose and fructose. Because the complex materials like sucrose, galactose, lactose, maltose, those are the complex substances that cannot be absorbed in our body directly. So these enzymes will helpful in breaking those complex material into small materials, and they will enter into each and every cells, and they will give the energy. So that is the process of digestion. So all the details, each and every particular thing we will discuss in this topic. And after all finishing these topics, we will see what are the diseases associated with the digestive system. If one organ is failed, what is the consequences, and which disease we can see. Like that we can discuss, like liver. What is the function of the liver? What is the structure of the liver? And if the liver is not functioned properly, what will happen to the human body? And what are the diseases that might come due to the failure of the liver? Because liver is partially associated with the digestive system. Because here, whatever the materials we are taking, whatever the fluids we are taking, first they will be checked by the liver. Liver is a beautiful organ that will check and decrease the toxicity of the materials. Toxicity, that means the danger, the poison. If for example, if you are taking any toxic materials, first of all it will be checked by the liver, and liver tries its level best to decrease the toxicity. So that's why the alcohol persons, first of all, they have liver failure, because every day they are taking alcohol, and that liver tries to detoxify that. That means to decrease the danger, decrease the poison of that alcohol. And slowly how many days it can do? 10 years, 20 years, it will try its level best, and slowly it cannot work further, and finally it leads to the liver failure. Like that, any material if you are taking inside, first of all, whether it is good or not, it has some toxicity or not, that will be checked by our liver. And liver has a high regenerative capacity. That means here, for example, this much is the liver we have, this much part is affected, and due to this effect, doctor may cut this part, but within a few days again that much part will be come back. That means liver has a good capacity of regeneration. And if once have a liver transplantation, my liver is infected, for example, and I want a new liver, that means doctor will not give the entire new liver from another donor. They will take a small piece from the donor and they will implant in my body, and slowly the original position will come. by division, multiple divisions, it will comes to its original position. That is the beautiness present in our liver. But these many characters also we are spoiling with our bad habits, like alcohol. So bad habits will damage the body like anything. So many adverse effect will be seen by the bad habits. We will see in detail. So and next system, that is respiratory system. So in that we are taking the air and it is going to each and every cell of our body. How it is going? So what is the process involved in that? And how smoking is injurious to the lungs, and how the lungs will be spoiled of a smoked person. Every details we will see in this course. And like a medico, like a doctor, we have to think. For example, we are eating some any food. So after going into the stomach, what will happen? Like that, each and every matter in our surroundings we have to observe carefully. And a bird is flying, we have to think how it is flying, and what are the organs present in that bird which are favorable for the flying. So like that, every surrounding, whatever is happening in the surroundings, we have to observe carefully. So as a part of our foundation classes, we will discuss each and every physiology, that is digestive system, respiratory system, excretory system, circulatory system and reproductive system in detail. Thank you so much.